Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have another full face video and this time it is a full face of e.l.f. cosmetics. So like all my full face videos, I have a box full of goodies and I'm gonna put them on my face. And yeah, let's not even waste any time, let's just get straight into it. Okay, so I've just taken off all my makeup. Now I look like a panda. My dark circles are crazy. I'm going to start off with using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I've used this quite a lot. As you can see, it's got a massive dent in there. And I actually think this is a really nice primer. It feels really good on the skin. And I do think it helps out with filling in your pores. I wouldn't say it's like any kind of miracle magic filter on your skin or anything, but it's a nice primer. Okay, so for foundation, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Flawless Finish foundation in the shade Cashew, but I am gonna also mix in some of these yellow drop adjusters. I think I have a really heavy yellow undertone, so this really helps me out. I mix it into all my foundations. Okay, so let's just dot this all over the face. Yeah, so I might have just gone a bit crazy with the yellow, but to be honest, when we finish doing all the concealing and all of that, I think this will be a really good match. I actually really like this foundation. It's more of like a skin-like finish and it's a medium coverage foundation. So when you have good skin, this is great. But obviously I don't have good skin at the moment. Honestly, my skin's been suffering for a hot minute now. For a good month, it's been suffering. And I swear it's that Primark skincare. Like, it really fudged over my skin. I've got a lot of blemishes on this side of my face, and with one layer, it's kind of covered it. You know what? This foundation actually has a really interesting texture, which feels lightweight on the skin, which I like. It's almost like a gel. Okay, so for concealer, I have two. I have the 16-hour Camo Concealer and I also have the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer. This one I find is a little too dry. It dries down really fast and really matte. And then this one is basically very sheer coverage and creases like crazy. Got this one in the shade Light Sand and this one in the shade Light Beige, and they are both too light. I'm gonna mix the two concealers on the back of my hand with a little bit of the yellow adjuster and make my own shade, and this is basically the color that I've created. I'm just gonna pop a little bit of that on my eye. Yeah, that's a decent concealer color, and I'm hoping that it won't actually dry down too fast. But damn, look at that concealer. Oh, she snatched. I really like that. Okay, powder. I actually have lots of e.l.f. powders, so we're going to use them all. And first we're going to use this e.l.f. translucent powder. This mattifies. This is what the powder actually looks like, but the only issue with this is that it actually has flashback. The few times I've used this, like, I don't get oily afterwards, which if you've been watching my videos, you know that I have an oily T-zone and I get really oily, especially around my cheek areas here, which for someone with big cheeks, that makes my cheeks look even bigger. So yeah, really not what I'm going for. And that is so nicely set. Next I have this e.l.f. Prime and Stay finishing powder. This is what it looks like, and I've never used this before, so I'm just gonna use it all over my face. See what happens. Hopefully it doesn't turn me white. It's just basically mattified me. This is nothing really special, it's just a standard powder. I have one more powder, but I think I'm going to use it right at the end of my makeup. Okay, so for bronzer and blush, I have two options. So I have this aqua version, and it's in the shade Bronzed Pink Beige, and these are pretty much cream to the touch. I also have this set right here, and it's in the shade Fiji. These are the powder versions, so I'm gonna go in with the cream first and then do the powder. I can't believe it's cream. The product is actually called Aqua Infused. So I'm just gonna place it on my skin and then blend it in with a beauty blender, because I'm not actually sure how to use this. And I hope that it actually blends out, because this could actually be a disaster. And blend, blend. I mean, it's not the easiest to blend in because I've used a brush and I feel like it blends out a little bit better. But I'm not the biggest fan of this product. I mean, like, if you have a look at my skin, it's quite patchy, very patchy around here. I'm gonna go in with that blush shade and just try and like, oh, yeah, okay. Gonna try and blend that out. Okay, so the blush is pigmented, but I just hope it doesn't turn patchy on my skin. The more I kind of blend that into my skin, the more the foundation underneath it is like basically coming away. Yeah, no. Why does this always happen? Basically, I use a cream blush and my makeup just comes off. This is why I always stay away from cream blush. I mean, if you watch my previous video, you'd know, yeah, me and cream blush, we just do not get along. Okay, let's do a little bit of bronzing. I know this works, so I'm hoping that it'll just get rid of that patchiness that's occurred. This little set of elves, the Fiji, the powder blush and powder bronzer actually is so nice. It blends really nice. It's a really nice colour. This set is perfect and it's so good for traveling. So I'm just gonna go over that cream situation, and yeah, that's come out quite nicely. I actually have so many more blushes. So I have this other cream stick. It's in the shade Sparkling Rose. I mean, I don't know, should I use it? Go on, let me use it. I'm just gonna take a little bit on my finger. I'm gonna regret this, I know I am. Just gonna pop it on. Don't know if that's really made that much of a difference. It's just added a little bit of glitter. Yeah, okay. And then I actually have this other one. It's in the shade Brilliant Mauve. So it's like in this like really nice peachy gold color. I'm just gonna use like a dab of that. Oh, I really like that blush. It's so pretty. I feel like it's just added that little kind of sheen to my cheeks. Okay, for eyeshadow, I'm really excited for this. I have the Nude Rose Gold eyeshadow palette. These are the shades. They're actually so pretty. And I'm feeling something kind of nude smoky. So I'm going to go into this shade right here. This nudie brown. And to be honest, this is the first time I'm ever using e.l.f. shadows. I don't think I've ever used an e.l.f. shadow before. Okay, no fallout. They blend out quite nice. There's no kickback in the pan either. That's blended out in like seconds. That was so nice. I'm going into this matte shade, which is a little bit deeper than the one that we just used. I'm just gonna take that just a little lower than where I took that first shade. Next, after that, I'm going to take the darkest shade in the pan and pack that on my lid. Okay, this one has kickback. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it definitely has kickback. It actually has like little flecks of glitter in this shade. And then I'm going to take the lightest shade in the pan, this one right here, this white shade here, and I'm just going to pop that on the inner part right over here, just to kind of lighten that inner portion. Okay, so I'm going to take this bullet colored shimmer right here, and I'm just going to pack that onto the lid. That is not doing that much, if I'm honest. It's more of like a satin shade. It has just like a hint of shimmer, but to be honest, I like what it's doing to the shadow. I'm gonna take that mauve shade and just run that under my eyes. Run it right underneath. Okay, so that is my smoky eye look. Next, I'm gonna take the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. I'm just gonna do my brows like I always do my brows. And to be honest, this pencil, I'm not the biggest fan of it because you have to use the lightest stroke. It's too pigmented, and I just find when I first started using it, really used to go in with like a normal, you know, normal pressure. And so normal pressure for me is like medium pressure, medium to hard pressure. And honestly, my brows looked insane. They were like way too pigmented. I like them quite natural looking. Okay, highlighter time. I have loads. So I have the 24 karat gold one, which is the one I'm gonna go in with first. We're gonna work our way through these highlighters. So just gonna pop some on the top of my cheekbones, and yeah, these are decent highlighters. I just really like the shade. Give myself a little milk mustache, and yeah, we're done with that one. Next one, I actually have this baked blush and highlight. So it's like this. I just swirl it in here, just a little bit on top of here. We're gonna be glowing today. And a little bit on my milk mustache. And then I've got this one. It's a shimmering highlighting powder, and it's in like this really white shade. And just add that on top. And this one is quite light, so yeah, that's pretty much enough highlighter to kind of last me a lifetime. Just gonna go under my brows with a little bit of that highlight, and in my inner corner just to make my eyes pop. To spritz the face, I'm gonna use this e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. Never used it before, so let's. Okay, it's quite a strong. It's quite a strong mister, but that feels really nice on the skin. Okay, so for lips, I have a trio right here. So I have the Sheer Matte Liquid Lipstick. This is one of my favorite lip products like ever. Honestly, it's such a pretty color. Then I have the lip plumping gloss. It's in the shade Mocha Twist. And then I also have this like lip gloss. It's like a perfecting lip gloss in the shade Glow. Haven't managed to get lip liner, so I'm gonna go in without a lip liner. Wish me luck. Okay, so that's the color. It's so pretty. And then I'm gonna go in with the plumping gloss. Very similar to the lipstick. And has a really nice minty taste. Oh, I really like that gloss. It's so nice. Then I'm just gonna go in with a tiny bit of that glow. Just on the top of my Cupid's bow, just to give it that little bit of a sparkle. Right, so I'm gonna do my lashes and my liner. Very black, very easy to use. Okay. Love that. That is just like so easy. Okay, so I've done a very small, very fierce wing. And this is the e.l.f. Plump It Up mascara. This is the wand. It's actually a really nice wand. Really nice mascara. Really, really like wispy lashes. Love it. Really nice. Just to finish off, I'm using this e.l.f. finishing powder in the shade Light Medium. And I'm just gonna go over pretty much all my makeup. And that just kind of ties everything in. Honestly, I love this powder. I think it's a really good dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury. I have the Charlotte Tilbury, and I honestly think this is a very, very close match to it. So nice. Super, super nice. Gives you that airbrush finish. This is my finished look. And honestly, I think with e.l.f. you get hits and misses, but most of it is a hit. I think the thing that missed for me is the concealer, and yeah, you can kind of see a lot of fine lines under here. I mean, you can still kind of see a kind of hint of my dark circles here, and there's a bit of creasing. I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of the concealer. The foundation as well, I think when you're having a good skin period, it's gonna look absolutely stunning on you. But if you have like spots like I do, I mean, it's not the most flattering. I mean, it's not bringing them out crazy, but you can still kind of see them. Brow situation is not my favorite, but overall I feel like quite a lot of their powder products are beautiful. The blush, it was stunning. The eyeshadows work really well. The lip products are gorgeous. So I think with e.l.f. it's a bit of a mixed bag, but I think the overall look has come out really, really, really pretty. And yeah, I'm really happy with it. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, then make sure you give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one.